Now, one area that we need to understand is the confusion that is out there, right? That is, what is the difference between data analytics, data science, artificial intelligence, machine learning, and deep learning. Okay. So let's get an intuitive understanding of that even before we get started with anything else. Okay. Now, in data science, we have data analytics is part of data science. Big data is also part of data science, right? Big data is nothing but I mean, working in data science, that requires more data, right? Some fields have more data than other fields, right? For instance, telecommunication might have more data than, say, education field, right? Because even if the person is not educated, they still own a phone, and if the person is even educated, they might own maybe 2 or 3 phones, and the kind of data that you generate per day is more than, I mean, the kind of maybe data that the educational sector can generate. Okay, so some fields generate more data than other fields, right? So if you are saying big data, it's just working in a particular domain that generates more data, right? And data analytics is working on data, drawing insights from it, doing a lot of visualizations and making recommendations to business leaders, right? Without applying those machine learning and deep learning, so all those sophisticated skills. Okay, and most of the time, if you're in the data science domain, you're still going to do all those kind of things, right? So they are all part of data science, right? Data analytics and big data. Now, data science is the mother of all. Okay, mother of the data analytics and big data and everything else. Inside data science, we have artificial intelligence, right? That is AI. Artificial intelligence is actually what makes data science field more appreciating, and I mean, making it growing from time to time, and I mean, making it more prominent in the industry. Okay, making it more prominent in the industry. It's all because of artificial intelligence, right? Inside artificial intelligence, we have machine learning. Okay, inside artificial intelligence, we have machine learning. So first, we have data science being the mother of all. Then we have artificial intelligence. Inside artificial intelligence, we have machine learning. Okay, so machine learning is just a subset of artificial intelligence. Now, inside machine learning itself, we also have deep learning, right? We also have deep learning. Deep learning is also a subset of machine learning, and it's a subset of artificial intelligence. Okay, inside the deep learning itself, we also have some other specializations in there, right? We have computer vision, then we have natural language processing. Okay, so as I said, you can be a data scientist, but ideally you go these areas. Either you're going to work as a computer vision specialist or natural language processing practitioner. Okay, computer vision is when you work on images and videos, right? And then natural language processing is when you work on text and then audio. Okay, so at the end of the day, you're going to work either on images and video or text and audio. Okay, so these are not the ultimate areas that we have. We still have some specializations in these fields as well, right? We still have some as you go to the industry, you're going to realize some specified areas that you still want to specialize over there, right? Because inside computer vision, there will be some people who are working on image augmentation, image scaling, and others, right? Image optimization. There are people who are specifically working on those areas, right? Someone might be specifically working on image augmentation for years, right, without doing anything else. Okay, if you take natural language processing, for instance, there will be someone who will be working on audio throughout, right? And even audio, maybe audio optimization, right? Audio clarity and something like that. The person will be working only on that, and someone else will be working on other part of the audio. Or if it's text, someone will be working on structured text, someone will be working on unstructured text, and optimizing those tests and stuff like that. Okay, so if you even go into details, there are people who are specializing in either of these, right? So if you want to become a data scientist, you should develop an interest for one of these areas, right? Initially, people learn both of these, right? Get an overview or a general understanding of these fields. So if you go to the industry and then maybe your first job, you start working on, say, computer vision area, right? Then they start specializing in that area and become very good at that area. Okay, or if your first job you start working on, say, text and audio, or natural language processing in general, then they go on as years come by, they just specialize in that area and then become good at that area. Okay, so most of the time that's what goes on in the industry. You're going to start as a data scientist, right? But ideally you'll be working in one of these areas. Okay, all right.